And we're live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Saber Dice. Thanks for joining us this evening. My name is Cody Lewis with Taking20. We're live. Welcome, ladies. We got some feedback here. Sorry, we got some feedback there. My name is Cody Lewis with Taking20, and as always, we have Dave Friant with Nerdarchy. We have Jim Davis and Jonathan Pruitt with WebDM, and Andrew Armstrong with DawnforgedCast. So without further ado, I'm going to pass things over to the one and only Pruitt.
Thank you there, Cody Lewis. It's time to pay those bills. So we want to go ahead and we want to pimp our sponsors a little bit. ThinkGeek.com. They need no introduction, but go support them. You support them, you're supporting us. Also, you want to check out Fantasy Grounds. It's what we're using for our virtual tabletop for this entire game. And there's a giveaway going on right now. You can check out the Twitter links. They're giving away 3 ultimate licenses. That means that you are in for life, and anyone who you know can play with you as long as they download the free version. And also that ultimate license comes with access to the PHB in the virtual tabletop itself. So that'll get you at least started playing the game. So that's still going on. 3 ultimate licenses, there's nothing wrong with that. And last but not least is our map making software, which is Dungeon Painter Studio. That's over at pyromancers.com. Jim Davis has been cranking out some awesome maps. I particularly like the Deep Pillow. It was quite great, quite glorious. It's everything I thought it would be. So anyway, without further ado, let's hand it over to that magnificent bastard, Jim Davis.
All right. So here we are, session 8. You guys are closing in on your quarry, the elusive and secretive demon Pag Katama. And so in pursuit of that, you are investigating the manse of Athol, the renowned illusionist and theater proprietor who you know to be somehow connected to this demon Pag. With you are the archmage and former imperial court wizard Uther and his apprentice Xenophon, and you're making your way through the crowded streets of the neighborhood northward to the modest and yet kind of gaudy home of Athol. Any last minute prep? Anything you guys want to talk about or anything before we get to the actual adventure, the meat of the adventure?
Robin is just going to make sure that all of his tools of the trade are everywhere they're supposed to be, basically doing his utility belt checklist.
Joego's good.
And to confirm, Jim Davis, we have 100%, like, the level up is taking effect right now.
The level up is taking effect. Okay. You guys are 7th level. In fact, let's go ahead and reintroduce your characters a bit now that you've gotten a bit of a level up. What new stuff can you do? Any new spells, abilities, that kind of thing, for our audience and for your kind and warm-hearted DM. I'm gonna let Pruitt kick us off here. What about Robin Steele?
Robin Steele, well, he's up to 7th level, so that means evasion. It's quite exciting. I can't wait to not take damage from fireballs.
Right.
So that's pretty great. But he's rocking and rolling as a rogue thief. He's got those daggers. I can't wait to really get into the meat of combat with those. Might get a little reckless being able to get that second attack and get the ability mod damage to it. Another chance for a sneak.
You're such a power builder.
I can't help it, man. It's my
it happens automatically.
It's my bread and butter. I try to not. I mean, you look at my stats. Everybody's been shitting on my stats in the chats. I see you out there. I see you. But that's because I went more thematic with him. I wanted a nice breadth of abilities. That's why I gave him Skulker and Athlete, so he can basically jump like 2 stories. So,
all that with 1 level up. Shit, man. That's crazy.
So, 7th level, he's sitting pretty, I think.
All right. Who's next? Who wants to kind of give us a rundown on what their character's up to next?
Oliver Simple. He picked up a 4th level spell and a 4th level spell slot. I decided to go with Dimension Door. I really thought I was going to take Confusion there, but yeah, we're going to go with D-Door because I think that fits him a little bit. I think that fits him. He wants a contingency plan just in case.
Hey, man.
You never know when shit starts going down.
Right.
He can at least move away 500 feet.
Sometimes you just need to be 500 feet from where you are right now.
Right, yeah. You always need a bug out plan.
Speaking of that, I'll be right back. My cat took a shit.
Yeah, there we go.
So good. So good.
Okay. So who's next between Joego and Jardon? What are you guys up to with your 7th level?
So Joego is doubling down on Barbarian, and yeah, it seems like everyone just stuck with their class.
Yeah.
And I'm no different. So level 7th is Feral Instincts for Barbarian, which is a good one. That's, advantage on initiative. And as long as I have Rage available, I cannot be surprised. I can just freak out.
Nice.
So Jardon was torn in many different directions. The very interesting encounter with the Mind Flayer, I thought perhaps some psionic awakening going with Mystic, to focus more on his wild shapes and his rages, would be going in to kind of follow in Jogo's footsteps. Take a level of Barbarian, which would have made him ridiculously potent,
kind of a beast
as a beast fighter. But ultimately I decided that what Jardon has been spending a lot of time doing is studying magic and studying in Zelakai's Manse, learning more and more arcana, and it makes, so one could say go wizard, but I think he's just understanding his own magic better. And he's got now his 1 4th level spell slot, which is in fact imbued. So I give one of the things in preparation is that Jardon will give Joego a ring, and because he has a ring of spell storing, I'm going to put polymorph, one casting of polymorph and 1 casting of cure wounds in there. And Joego wearing that should be able to and he kind of instructs you when the time is right, when there's a real severe danger, then twist the ring and say some the arcane word, and polymorph will be cast on you. So making use of that ring of spell storing. And then you're going to turn into something fantastic.
Nice. Now, has everyone here seen Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
Oh,
yes. Yeah.
I'm kind of envisioning this scene where, and you've probably seen it on the commercial anyway, Cody, where Rocket is explaining to Groot about the button.
Yes. Joego? Joego hit button?
Joego.
Do not say the word unless it is deep, dangerous. In fact, don't say the word unless I tell you to say the word.
You might not want to tell him the word until it's time to say the word.
Maybe I won't tell you until.
That is actually the best thing to possibly do. Otherwise, he's gonna go to polymorph and cast cure wounds.
Joego is not great at making future plans. So he's not good at that stage, all right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, let's not let this guy leave. Oh yeah, okay, got it. Right now, let's do this.
Sounds great. So everybody's got a bit leveled up. 4th level spells for our spellcasters. More abilities, more survivability, hopefully. Probably. You guys are getting up there. 7th level's nothing to sneeze at. And so as you're walking across the neighborhood northwards to Athol's Manse, Uther and Xenophon seem to be just kind of chatting between the two of themselves. The rest of y'all are, I don't know, it's going to take you 15 minutes to get there, maybe. So do as you will for the duration of the short trek across the neighborhood. And otherwise, you guys get to Uther's Manse on the edge of Yavo's turf. And again, it's a sort of a modest house, not nearly as big as Uther's Tower or Zelakai's Ziggurat. But it is sort of garishly decorated with these giant stained glass windows and sculptures and sort of these manicured topiary sort of bushes and hedges, that kind of thing. So it's quite elaborate and in your face. It sticks out kind of like a sore thumb in the neighborhood. And you find yourself standing in front of the single entrance to it. Uther is off to the side. He's just going to wait out here until the all clear is given, or until if something goes absolutely pear shaped, he can intervene. But otherwise, he's not getting his hands dirty with this kind of thing.
Okay. I don't suppose, since this guy's an illusionist, anybody can check for magical traps, can they?
Can detect magic and dispel magic.
Yeah, that stuff. I don't want to tell you how to do your job.
But yeah, I think Jardon's going to look to Robin for the leadership here as to how to approach this.
Okay.
Because the D&E is his kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, we just need to find a window. So approaching the manse, we don't want to just walk right up to it, obviously. We need to take a circuitous route, scope it out, make sure that nobody is watching us. I mean, the demon, even though he's been holed up, he might have people watching the manse itself.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna basically just kind of meander around the manse area. And Jardon, I don't know if you can you maybe provide aerial coverage?
In one level, I could provide aerial coverage, but I can little lizard and go scurrying up the side.
Okay, cool. So yeah, that's what I want to do, Jim Davis, is just kind of scout out the manse.
Scout out the manse.
Robin with Jardon in air?
Maybe in a bit, but it could work.
Do a little fastball special.
Yeah.
All right. So Robin's casing the joint kind of on the outside. Now, the manse sort of sits at a crossroads within the neighborhood. So on two sides, it's kind of open to the street, and that's where all the decorations are, the great big windows. Other than that, other buildings and whatnot kind of jut up against the property, and really there's just like little alleys along the other two sides that you're able to see.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go down like a building past the manse and go down an alley and come back the other way.
Okay.
Would you like do a perception roll, or?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception roll. What's everybody else doing while Robin's casing the joint?
Joego will actually sneak around to the other side. He's not terrible at it. He doesn't roll very well, but he's not terrible.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll slink around with Joego.
Okay, so Oliver and Joego are slinking off down one of the alleyways. Robin's down another one. Jardon was sort of, if I understood you, sort of like posted up somewhere, getting a better vantage point for the area. Yes, did I hear you right on that one?
Yeah, the roof of some either nearby manor, so I can look at, or if it seems feasible, just go up onto the roof and like look around more closely.
Okay.
Okay.
The roof of Athol, of the manse itself. Okay. Yeah. So you are on the roof. You can kind of see that there is a courtyard in the middle of the mansion. In a lot of ways, the manse is laid out in sort of a stereotypical manner for the region. It's sort of an inner courtyard surrounded by a lot of rooms. Looks like maybe 2 stories tall. Looks like you could probably just drop down into the courtyard if that's what you wanted to do.
I think I would return to the party with my reconnaissance.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, so you're returning, and then Joego and Oliver?
I have no intention of like entering in or doing anything. I'm just being near Joego.
Gotcha.
Just kind of backing him up.
Hey, Oliver, maybe the back door is open. Sometimes they don't lock them.
True, very true. But would that be wise, Joego?
So here in the back alley, you see that there is a large stone wall running on one side that's sort of like the back end of the manse. It runs sort of sheer, sort of like right up and down, creating a tall, sort of narrow alleyway. There's no door, there's no window that you can see. It's just a solid stone wall that runs the length of the house before going down like a side street, getting you away from the mansion. And it's a similar thing that Robin finds out, like going down the other alleyway and just kind of like going down a block, coming back, seeing where everything is. That the two outer walls that are next to the alleyways appear to be just solid stone, no entrances or exits, no windows, no doors.
How tall is the wall?
The wall's probably about 30 feet high.
Okay.
A gentle slope tiled roof.
Okay.
I guess let me add to my reconnoitering to cast Detect Magic when I'm kind of looking down into the area. Shift back.
So shifting out and quickly casting Detect Magic, your first impression is that there's nothing here that radiates magic other than what's on your companions.
Good to know as well. All right, let's go find the others and I'll go find Robin.
So you make your way back. Any thoughts? Any plan of attack now?
Okay, yeah, once we regroup, isn't my first thought isn't this guy an illusionist? Or he's supposed to be, right?
But I sense no magic present within there at the moment, unless it is well masked. But this courtyard, I could carry some of you up and inside. Likely way to get in there.
Yeah. I think I could probably make it myself. But
I do have a way that I could get Joego inside if he might be too taxing to carry, Jardon. Or would you be able to take him easily, you think?
Jogo's a pretty skilled climber, though, yeah?
Yeah, Joego climb. And Jardon turn into little things. He climbed
Well,
up
there
too.
has been time when I have had to carry him before, but it is task, but it is doable.
Well, I'm certainly not above a free ride.
Yes, I took you down into sewers just before this all started.
One of many times, yes.
All right, so you guys are going to try to drop into the courtyard from outside then?
I think that's the plan of attack. You guys agree?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right, so somehow you guys all get up there. If you need to make an athletics roll, go ahead and give it to me. The difficulty for it is going to be 15.
All right, 18. Joego scurries up.
So I got giant lizard that has a climb speed, and you can ride him.
Yeah. Do you need anything from me?
I could use a guidance from somebody.
You can do
Robin's about halfway up, having a little trouble.
There we go.
All right. And then Oliver's riding Jardon. You guys find yourself on the tile roof of Athol's Manse, looking down into a what appears to be a pleasant, if somewhat overgrown courtyard. There's a little water feature, stone bench, some nice fruit trees providing a fragrant aroma as well as shade.
Joego always like come here and watch fountain. It's so pretty.
All right. Which hang on. So
Skillfully done.
yeah, I know, right?
Masterful.
Words. They hurt sometimes.
That's all right.
Well, I kind of want to scurry down into the courtyard.
Okay. Anyone else following Robin immediately?
You bastard.
I'll follow along.
All right. Robin hops down in the courtyard, and anyone that's still on the roof is anyone still on the roof? Or y'all kind of all going
Joego actually is. He's actually a little distracted by watching the fountain.
Okay.
He's just kind of got a stupid smile on his face.
I'm watching Robin cautiously. I'm very focused in on exactly what he is doing.
Okay. He seems to disappear as soon as he descends past the lip into the courtyard. Joego is distracted and can't. He's like, where did all my friends go?
Do I assume this is a form of magic, illusionary magic. He might have fallen into a dungeon. Can I Do I need to roll to realize that, or would Oliver just realize that?
You can assume anything you like.
Okay.
Right now, what Oliver saw was that Robin was about to descend down. He saw his full body, everything. He's lowering himself past the lip. And as soon as his hands leave the ledge to start climbing down, you can't see Robin anymore.
Once Joego realizes he can't see Robin, he's, oh, Robin must already be inside. Joego must hurry up.
Joego, hold on.
Oh, okay.
I knew
Go ahead, Robin.
I knew it. So,
Robin!
when I climb down, Jim, what happens to me?
You're standing in a brightly lit meadow. There is the sound of children playing somewhere in the distance, and you can hear a babbling brook not far from where you're at. About 20 feet ahead of you, there's a stone gazebo, and north of that, a sparsely wooded area with little dancing fairy lights underneath.
Oh,
Can Robin hear me whispering loudly?
You can't hear him otherwise.
So I can't. Robin can't hear me at all. Or well, I mean,
correct.
I don't hear anyone.
You don't hear anyone. No.
children.
I'm gonna look around. Do I recognize this at all?
Not really. Doesn't look like any of the surrounding countryside out here. I mean,
Panic.
outside of the city, that is.
Lots of panic. I'm. Jardon, I think we should follow. Joego?
Jardon's reasonably certain with an Arcana check like that. You know, it's probably an illusion spell. But
You don't got to tell Joego twice. You said we should follow. Jogo's over.
Jim, I'm gonna go check out that gazebo.
okay.
I have no idea if he just fell into like a pit of lava, but we're going to follow him down there. That would be one hell of a trap, by the way. Just for the record.
Oh yeah, it would. I thought about that, but then I watched your video on traps.
That
and
would
figured
almost
you'd
be
probably
like
upset
cheating.
About that. That would almost be like cheating.
I see what you did there, you cheeky bastard.
So here is if anybody on the map can see, there's Robin. Joego is quickly descending as well.
He is.
All right. There. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and from where y'all are at. This is sort of the where you enter into the meadow. As you can see, there's a little babbling brook over here to the south, gently flowing over smooth stones. It's all damn near perfect. It's pleasant smelling. The sun is nice and warm on your skin, given the otherwise chilly air of the city.
So is that like flowers and stuff?
There's like leaves and flowers and things on the ground.
Jogo's rolling in it.
Okay.
Oh, this place is great. Why did we not come here sooner?
I don't
Be
think this
cautious.
is real. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'll shift out, and Robin, you're gonna make your warning about the same time.
Yeah. I don't think any of this is real. Be careful, Joego. We might be rolling around in knives.
Look at it. And I'm like throwing leaves up.
You could be throwing knives up right now, Joego, and you wouldn't even know it.
Ah!
It feels very real. It smells real. It looks real. It sounds real.
I
you
cannot
said
believe
Robin-
that Uther did not fucking mention this at all. Nothing.
So nice here.
Yes, Joego, it's very nice. Until we die.
Would any of my readings or anything help? Nope, never mind. Be cautious, of course.
Okay. Everybody else.
Jim, I'm gonna like get down and like check the dirt and like pluck some grass and just kind of check out this gazebo and just kind of I don't know, just I know this guy's an illusionist. I don't believe any of this is real. I really
Okay.
don't.
All right.
Or he's one hell of a botanist.
Boom.
Yep, you found the mimic, all right. As it latches onto your leg.
Fuck.
So we've got Robin over here. He's decided to investigate the gazebo. The gazebo is stone with these sort of 5 pillars over here supporting the roof. It's exceptionally well made, but otherwise simple construction. And with a 22 investigation, you could swear you saw it sway gently.
Wait.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
Wait, the gazebo is swaying while my heart gently weeps?
Just ever so gently, yeah.
I push it.
Okay. Just with your hand?
Yeah.
Now's the
Feels
part
like
where
stone.
the DM goes, are you sure you want to do that?
Hey, man.
You can, or you can try that if you like.
Yeah. I mean, it feels like stone when you push on it. Like, how hard do you push on it? With your hand? With your actual hand?
Yes, I push on it.
Okay. Yeah. It feels like stone.
I don't know. I think the gazebo just moved, guys. I'm not really...
What Robin mean? The gazebo move.
Exactly.
Joego don't see it move. Jogo's gonna go up to the gazebo and kind of squint at it.
Robin is reaching for his daggers as he's moving over.
You did not find that, Andrew. You did not find that.
And he's gonna be like, "Move, Joego, want to see you move."
Joego wants to see him move. So Joego and Robin are investigating this gazebo, this suspicious gazebo. Oliver and Jardon, what are y'all doing while this is happening?
Distance.
I
haven't moved.
Okay.
Yeah, I shifted out, and he's gonna go examine this watery area.
This is like crystal clear water. You can see minnows and little guppies swimming around in it. There's tiny little carps and whatever other river fish there would otherwise be in it. I mean, for all the world, it looks like an environment that's living and breathing.
That's what I'm afraid of, Jim Davis. That it's living and breathing.
I mean, one of the great things about playing in an illusionist mansion is that your own paranoia and suspicion will make everything so much worse than it actually is. But that's what Jardon sees. You can make me a nature roll if you want.
I would always like to do that. And we'll give ourselves a little guidance because
looks real to you.
He'll sip the water 12. And examine the fish, and then just let the others. He won't join in the main investigation just yet.
I'm going to knock my bow, Jim Davis.
Okay. So we've got Oliver over here knocking an arrow on his bow. We've got Joego and Robin investigating this gazebo as Jardon takes a sip of the water from the stream. It's cool. You can feel the water. It has no taste, though. There's no flavor to the water.
So, like water?
Well, I mean, there's just nothing. There's nothing there. No, water from a brook tastes like something.
Like dirt.
Yeah, right. It's just like dirt and all the animals that swim around in it.
What do you mean
Tastes
moved?
like nature.
The gazebo moved. I saw it sway. I really want to stab it.
Let's light it up on fire with fire things. Like a torch?
But, oh, God.
We should not be so hasty. We do not know how to get out again of wherever we are.
Oh, I agree.
Don't know how to get out, yes? That's very true.
Didn't do anything to Joego. Joego don't want to hurt it.
No, it's nice and shady. It provides, a bit of cover from the sun.
You'll say if this is illusion, must be something to lead us out of here, or that we may break it somehow. We must remember that we are in the courtyard of Athol's Manse.
Oh.
We are not here.
Yes, of course. So I'm going to try to cast message, and whisper to Uther, hopefully within 120 feet of us, possible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Xenophon jumps down as well. He was coming in there with you guys. There he is, over by the side. What are you whispering to Uther?
Uther, do tell, my prestigious luminary, did Athol partake in arranging his house with strong illusionary magic, I assume?
He goes, of course. I thought you knew this.
Well, yes, well, in a field.
A field?
A field, yes, a field. With
the
a
field.
moving gazebo.
The gazebo I wouldn't concern myself with. If you're in the field, then you have to find your way to the caves. If I remember correctly, it's been a while since I've enjoyed the pleasures of his mats.
So, just for the record, you're telling us don't burn the gazebo down.
I would recommend against it. I'm not sure if the gazebo, what the specific nature of the gazebo is.
Yes, well, before we leave your range, is there anything else that we should know? Any other rooms in here to make our way through? I would like very much to separate any illusionary magics from our potential foe versus one that had been here with his predecessor.
I assumed that you knew all about the manse itself. Forgive me. I would have warned you ahead of time had I known that you were in ignorance of its defenses.
Yes, well, a warning would have been nice, yes.
Athol has arranged his manse to, how shall we say it, provide a bit of theatrics for an active defense. Much of it is designed to be used in conjunction with himself defending it. Without him, much of it is largely for show.
You don't say. How neat this will be.
Very, very much. I know that there are some defenses deep within the manse that power the whole thing. Very powerful glyphs that I helped him establish somewhere in the basement that keep it all running. If you could get to those, that perhaps you could disable the manse's defenses from there. But it has been some time since I've explored his illusory rooms. So I would be careful. I'm not sure exactly what's there. Of course, he has included real threats in with the illusions so as to make them more potent.
Care to explain? Go into further detail, perhaps? Threats? Fiery death trap pits?
He's sort of is just kind of like, I'm not privy to the exact specifics of his defenses. Inquiring about that would be far too rude. But I know
what fun would this be without a bit of surprise? Thank you so much for the information, Uther. Caves, runes in the basement, and this, of course, is not the doing of our friend.
Which our friend Athol? Which one?
The demon.
The
demon.
Should be all right. We can say we can call it its title as well. Anyway, please, if you can, I will help in any way that I'm able. But if you get deeper into the manse, you might not be able to communicate with me. Xenophon is roughly familiar with everything that I know about the manse.
Ah, yes, a guide. Wonderful, Uther. Well, we'll hopefully be back out soon. One last thing. How does one leave Athol's manse?
Oh, well, there should be some sort of a pathway of some kind. There might be, the illusions have to correspond with the physical reality of the manse itself. There are walls, doors, etc. You might find them. You might find that your mind plays a trick on you and that you don't feel the wall you might be walking into or notice the door. So you must be very careful in examining it.
Thank you, Uther. And I will proceed to walk up to the rest of the gang.
Okay.
So
it took a couple of minutes, right, with the message spell back and forth.
Yeah. So we should not burn down the gazebo, even though it's moving, which is fucking awful. And of course, there are some very real threats to our lives. A bit of fun that will be. And of course, we're looking for some glyphs down in the basement, whatever that means, to disable all of the magics you see about you. As far as exiting, there is a door. Good luck finding it.
But we're in the manse, yes.
That's correct. And all of this is the doing of Athol, so none of this has anything to do, so far as we know, with our demon friend.
Right. Okay. So we're looking for some caves, but we're also looking for glyphs in a basement.
Caves, base, demon, escaping is really the plan.
All right. So Jardon has been investigating and sort of like just closely examining the area around here, and you're pretty sure, Jardon, at least, that you can, you have confidence that it's an illusion. You know that it's not real, but it's very difficult to get your mind to not see it. There's clearly some mixing of whatever natural elements in the garden are in here to enhance the illusion. And so in that respect, it's sort of difficult to tell what's real and what's not.
Yeah.
Your detect magic still going. None of this detects as magical.
So I'm curious then, I don't know, this might be beyond the scope, but the Arcana roll was for, if the illusions are still working, can we make the assumption that the original Athol is still around and alive, or could it be possible that this could go on, even if, like, hearing about the runes and those kind of things?
Yeah, so long as the runes that keep these spells active are intact, the illusions will persist even if the house crumbles to dust around it.
Okay. Well, I think we'll join the others and look for some caves then, yeah?
Okay. So as you're kind of milling about the area, Robin, your passive perception is 15, yes?
17.
17, yeah. You're pretty sure you saw a tree move as well. Like it was right here, and you're looking around, and then it's like right there.
Yeah, when I have my glasses on, I have a 19 passive.
Okay. Yeah, Joego sees this as well. One of them seemed to just sort of like blur a bit and then move.
You see that?
I'll go up to the tree that moved, that blurred.
Okay.
Inspecting it. Joego is kind of like squinting and scrunching up his face and circling it.
Yeah, and I will move up in support of Joego.
Scratching his head.
Okay. Joego can see that the tree is just kind of, the limbs of it sort of gently sway in the breeze, but it otherwise isn't doing anything. It's just kind of there. And then as you look back, you can see that
Joego
the tree
begins
itself,
to mimic it.
Joego begins to mimic it. You can see the tree itself has sort of, the trees in the forest seem to have multiplied. And where there was one tree, there appears to be a wall of trees all kind of gently swaying, near identical to each other. And it looks as though the tree kind of like sways back and then is about to sway really far down and maybe hit Joego. So we are going to... Yep, go for it.
You don't have to give it to me here, but my intention is to, because Jogo's taking things a little like calm, and so and I'm freaking out. So what I want to do is I just want to kind of pull out my. If you give me a chance, if not, cool. I want to inspire him. I want to give him an inspiration dice.
Yeah, this is all going on. We're not in round to round yet, but Joego thinks he might have found something.
So if you'll let me do that, then I'll kind of strum a little something and just kind of give Joego a little bit of inspiring words. So for the next 10 minutes, a 1d8, brother.
Okay. And then anyone else doing anything? Jogo's over here inspecting. It looks like there's a tree that's sort of swaying a bit more than the others.
Hey, guys, the trees, they dance. Look. And then Jogo dances with them.
Robin has been pulling his daggers out this whole time.
Okay. Suspecting something?
Yeah. I mean, if things are starting to move, he assumes that they're about to be attacked.
So the forest kind of comes alive. There's the tree that's about to sort of bring itself down on Joego is is like swaying. There's like a bunch of them that seem to have multiplied. The forest has come to life, and the whole trees are sort of like moving over towards y'all. We're going to go ahead and move into initiative. It's going to be Robin's initiative first.
Oh, awesome. So there's a tree right there, right?
Yeah, the forest seems to have come alive to attack you. Anybody? I'm assuming everybody's kind of facing the northernmost direction there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So, when you do the initiative, remember Joego has advantage.
Joego has advantage. I don't know how to give you that with the automatic initiative feature. So we can go ahead and roll. Because right now I have your initiative at 10. If I gave you, like, say, +5, that still puts you behind Jardon.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. All right, Robin.
Okay. Well, it looks like it's about to attack.
The tree looks like it's about to slam itself into Joego.
Okay. So nobody's attacked yet. First round of combat. So I already have my daggers out. So I'm going to attack it twice.
Okay.
But I don't have advantage, right?
Correct.
Mm-hmm. So there's a 17. And a 1.
And the second one misses. All right. So you come at it, and it's just like a giant tree, right? Attempting to like just scar as deeply into it as possible, or maybe cut off a limb of some kind. And you,
I hit it for 4.
You still get your sneak attack though, right? Because there's an ally within 5 feet of it.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm totally spaced out on that. That's more like it.
All right. 19 to 4. So you guys see Robin run up, got his dagger. Bark is flying everywhere, leaves and little twigs and everything fly off of it. And then I need Robin to make me just a straight intelligence check for this one.
Straight intelligence. Okay. There you are. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I like what I see there.
The muse descends.
You can see, like, very briefly for a minute, superimposed over this sort of like sapling of a fruit tree that you remember from the courtyard. You can see this sort of giant image of a much larger tree with sort of other trees fanning out from it, and you're able to pierce through the illusion and see it as just an unmoving, unbending little sapling that's in the courtyard.
So it's not even a moving tree.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. I immediately yell that out. It's just a tree, guys. It's not really attacking us.
Okay. Well, we know it's a fucking tree, Robin. No. See it.
It's actually just a tree.
Right.
Okay.
Wait, they're attacking? They're not dancing?
Not dancing. Anything else? So Robin is spending the rest of his turn trying to convince his friends. Okay. Anybody that interacts with the tree will have advantage on that check. Xenophon is next. He kind of comes over. He points out that the stream has gotten up out of the river out of the stream bed, and it appears to be stalking towards the party. And otherwise is like, oh, tree's an illusion. And he shoots a ray of fire at this other tree that has gotten up and moving, just to see if he can confirm that one is an illusion as well.
It would be really messed up if only some of them were illusions.
Oops, that was the wrong guy. Yeah,
that's a clever encounter.
Uh-huh.
The other ones are tied up hostages.
He confirms. He's like, yeah, this right. He confirms the other one is in fact an illusion as well.
Tell them don't shoot the clowns.
Don't shoot the trees. This has all just been the Dark Knight,
right?
Where the demon is the Joker.
So the tree slams down onto Joego. I need Joego to make me an intelligence. In this case, an intelligence save.
Okay. Is that with the advantage or no?
Yeah, that's with the advantage.
All right. No, we don't need the whole character sheet. We just need the dice.
Robin as Batman is confirmed.
Ooh, a 15.
15. Yeah, you got it. There's a for a brief second you anticipate the bulk of the tree smashing down on you, and then you've got your glasses on and you kind of blink at it, and it's just a still immobile fruit tree right in front of you. No giant elm or oak trying to smash into you.
Oh, there's fruit, and Joego grabs a piece of fruit.
Yeah. Joego seemingly pulls a piece of fruit out of nowhere.
Guys, sorry, tree's not really dancing.
Right. It's just a tree.
I know it's a tree. Oh God.
All right, Oliver, sure go.
Do I get a check here? An intelligence save, I believe, sir.
Yeah.
There's
But it's a
one.
save if it's trying to take it. It doesn't matter.
All right.
Give me one.
Okay. 17 with advantage.
You can see it.
Oh! It's just a tree, right?
It's like one of those magic eye paintings, or you just have to stare at it long enough in the right way.
You're gonna like cross eye.
Uh-huh.
Joego think this place is going to just get stranger.
Oliver, doing anything else?
No, I'm gonna take out my kindling,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna walk over to Robin and hand it to him.
Okay.
Because I might burn this place down accidentally.
Hold on to this for me.
Okay.
Just gonna give him.
It's like the key giving me your keys before the night of drinking. Gotcha.
That's pretty much exactly it.
Yeah, I'll put it that way in my pack.
All right.
So we have to find caves?
Oh, okay. Well,
Joego's
I think
never
we should.
seen a cave before.
Oh. It could be wondrous. It could be terrifying. There are many caves. I've seen plenty of caves.
The river is walking.
Yeah, it's Jardon's turn. Yeah. Anybody that turns around sees that the stream is gone. There's a muddy, sort of ditch where it used to be, and it's stalking across the grass towards you, making big smacky, wet noises on the grass. If it's an illusion, it's a very good one. You can't see through anything there.
I do not think this is fabricated. Be careful. Let's see what he knows about elementals.
Quite a bit, actually, I would think. They can be bound for any number of tasks. Very rare. It's at the very least it has to be renewed on at least an annual basis, if not sooner. If they slip their bonds, they tend to go berserk. Elementals don't like being brought into the prime material, but otherwise they're useful as servitors and guardians, things like that.
Okay.
You'd probably dispel it or banish it if you knew how.
And do I have some of this inside me as I drink some of the water?
Oh yeah.
Oh my.
A little bit of elemental within.
Just a little bit.
I think more genuine threat is coming.
Maybe Jardon should not drink it. Maybe it'll make it angry.
That may have been my fault, yes, but now it is likely come to put a crashing on us. So let us turn our attention. Yes.
Yes.
He will. He'll
Looks
just
like the tide's
guidance
coming in.
guidance Joego for now,
Okay.
and get his shield and spear and kind of eye the elemental warily.
Okay. Jogo's go.
All right, so Joego is going to try and wrestle the river.
Joego the giant wrestled him a river when he was only 3.
That's going on Twitter right now.
3.
Joego the giant.
Something he would try and do. So, where is
All right.
this thing at?
It's further to the south. You could probably make it if you make a
All right.
beeline there.
So Joego is going to sprint towards it and let loose with a haymaker.
All right. It's a towering column of water, vaguely humanoid shaped, but it's also dripping wet.
Let's see how that goes. All right. So, ooh. So that's a 23 to hit. So Joego will, kind of body check the water for 5 points of damage. And then as his bonus action, he will initiate the grapple.
Gotcha.
Let's see. Jogo's not raging or anything, so he's just going at it. Oh, not very well.
Oh,
Ruh-roh.
10.
You have my D8.
Yeah. I will add the D8.
Yeah.
Just because, but
Oh.
Making it a 16.
And you got that guidance also.
Oh,
add a D4 to it.
You take it by surprise and are able to.
Oh yes.
Are able to. You're gripping something. There's something solid there, but it's slippery.
Grab that spout, son.
So
you're soaking wet.
My
already.
second attack, can I belly to belly suplex it?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
All right.
Going for the pin.
I am. So a 19.
A 19 would hit it otherwise.
Yes.
So another 6 points of damage. So Joego rushes forward and kind of body checks this thing, scoops it up, and then jumps into the air and kind of tries to slam it on the ground. You stay down. Water be water.
So you're grabbing this column of water, and it's like,
Jardon, very sorry. He did not mean to drink you.
Water be water.
It sort of almost morphs in and of itself. You're about to slam it down, and it seems like its legs and its head reverse, and you just kind of slam it forcefully down on its legs, and it just pours over Joego, and it's attempting to just overwhelm him with the sheer force of its water and force its way down your throat and nose. Let's see. So I need you to make it's going to start move into your space there, and I need you to make a DC 15 strength save.
All right. Oh, that's not going to do it.
All right. So you're going to take some damage here. 13 bludgeoning damage. Yeah, it's just pouring over. He's standing under a waterfall. And so you are grappled. Escape DC 14.
Okay.
And until the grapple ends, you are restrained and unable to breathe unless you can breathe water.
Nice.
So I guess it's time for me to check out the drowning rules. I think you got 3 rounds.
I think it's number of minutes equal to your con bonus.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's right.
But that's how long you can hold your breath. If you're actually drowning, it's much less.
Yeah, it's much less. It's going to be... oops, didn't mean to go blow past Robin there. It's going to be Robin's turn. Joego looks like he's wrestling a geyser, basically.
Well, let's see. 15, 20, 30. Okay, so I'm going to have to use my bonus action to dash, but I will move over to assist Joego. Daggers at the ready. And as I'm trying to stab this thing without stabbing Joego, it's time to... Oh, wait, no, I don't have advantage because he didn't pin it. Never mind. Let me turn that off. But I will stab him with my dagger.
Uh-huh.
And so to speak, whet my appetite for justice.
No.
And that's what I get. That's what I get. Damn it.
All right. Yeah, you try. Your arm gets all wet, but it's a giant column of water. It's difficult to tell where it's at, what it's doing.
Okay.
All right. You already used your bonus action, so done with that. Xenophon's turn. Xenophon's like, oh crap, this thing was actually real. Can kind of move over here to get a better angle on it, and is going to probably just cast a quick spell here. Excuse me. Let's see, not want to waste it. He's going to firebolt this thing. See if he can't just do some extra damage to it. So he's going to hit. actually do more of this. There's some steam that rises off of it as it sends like a lance of fire shooting through the thing, missing Joego, but steaming its way through the water elemental.
Hey, look at it this way: if it kills Joego, we can put on his epitaph, "A river runs through him."
Oh,
No.
that's not gonna happen.
Oh,
It's Oliver's turn.
Yeah, so Oliver's gonna think for just a moment, and he's going to just attack it with his bow.
Okay.
Twice. Do both things. I'm gonna do bard things. 12 and an 11. Those are just fucking fantastic rolls tonight.
Your arrows just go streaking straight into it. That just they like hear how it like hits the water and like kind of like starts floating. It's kind of like that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck am I supposed to do? It's help him.
It's Jardon's turn. I think you're muted still, Andrew.
Oh, okay. So I think for the moment, things are going okay. Now, I'm just going to try and start dabbling. It's more of a roleplay moment than helping you out exactly. But in order to kind of learn the 4th level spell Control Water, I think he's going to test his new magical abilities. He's going to reach out and see what he can do to try and influence or bend the flow. He's really disconcerted how clean this water is. It's definitely wrong colored, and he wants to kind of understand that. So he'll just for now not do anything.
You're trying to see if your connection from having recently sipped some of this water and having it sitting inside you to be like, do you have a connection?
I'm really connecting with all our foes.
Gotcha.
You're a sympathizer.
He's only hesitating because it's not sewer water.
Right. You think that you could probably create a connection between you and this water in order to manipulate it and control it if you wished. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Are you actually casting the spell, or are you just thinking about
it? Well, I didn't have it prepared.
Gotcha.
So that's why I'm not casting it exactly. But,
gotcha. I see what you mean.
Yeah. So no actions yet.
No actions yet. Jardon contemplates and considers the connectedness of all things. Joego, this thing's all up in your grill, pouring itself down your.
So one of the things that I just imagine happens, the glasses get swept off of Jogo's face.
Uh-huh.
Oh shit!
And so it leaves him no choice but to rage.
What else? What other option does he have?
He lets out kind of a silent scream. Is it a strength check?
Yeah, it's a escape DC 14, so athletics.
Oh, athletics. All right, so that's even. So, all right, so he's gonna rage and try and burst free.
Because I really didn't do anything. Would it be all right if seeing Jogo's predicament, Jardon will kind of tap into his prepared spell on the ring and let that happen? And if so, I'll describe it. If not, then
that's it. If you're ready to do that right now, yeah, that's fine.
I think it'd be thematically fantastic. So while bubbling and kind of being choked inside the water, Jogo's arms, there's kind of this greenish magic that flows out of the ring and over his body, and his arms begin to elongate. The whole of him, he's already a big guy, doubles and triples in size, muscles rippling, hair bristles all over his body, and he bursts out an enormous ape man. Joego.
Awesome. So Jogo's now a giant, a giant ape. Yeah, like huge sized. Yeah.
Right, so Joego out and kind of like gorillas out.
Yeah.
But he did rage just before, and polymorph, I believe, is a concentration spell.
I think in these, it's because of the connection that Jardon has. Jardon is concentrating on the spell through the linked rings. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was my understanding of it.
Okay. Then, all right, perfect. So, so I am actually going to easily burst out of that.
Oh yeah.
19 on the die.
Yes, that's more than enough to just break free of the bonds that the water elemental had you in.
Let's drag his token over there.
Scattering. Oh no! Now y'all shrinked out. Yeah, somebody wants to take care of his token so we can see.
Yeah, Dave, if you want to drag over giant Joego onto the map.
Yeah, I did, but for some reason it.
There we go.
All right.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's so good.
All right, so you've burst free of your bonds. Actually, the combination of raging and turning huge automatically breaks free of your bonds, so you can have an action here.
Oh, excellent! All right, let's see what can this guy do.
He can do some.
I am going to rain
shop
down with my fists on this guy.
All right.
I guess does the giant ape have multi-attack?
I think so.
He does. You can take 2 fist attacks.
Oh yes,
Fisticuffs.
So the first one I roll horribly, but I still ends up being a 14.
That's still gonna hit, I believe. Yep.
Finally, something to combat the awful dice rolls.
Yeah. Oh man, so that's going to be.
Oh my god.
Nice. And that's even more if it gets the rage damage.
I included that in there.
Oh, cool, perfect.
Yeah. Nice.
So 31, that's the first punch, and the second one is definitely going to hit if the first one did.
Yep.
And that is hard, but Joego the ape. It just starts totally just like doing the overhead thing.
Yeah, so you're just smashing through it, right? There's water everywhere. I would say, let's see, who all is nearby? Robin's nearby. Robin is it's like sitting in the front row of a Shamu show. All right, you're just like thoroughly soaked to the bone. I'm going to move you so that I can see where everyone else is.
Oh,
and
yeah.
The
Totally.
water is getting everywhere. You bring your fists down on it and just smashing it, and the thing's like trying to flow around you and move, but it's not quite fast enough, and so you're catching it full on.
So
kind of hard to tell how hurt this thing is.
Would I be able to, as a bonus action, grab it using my Tavern Brawler?
I would say so, yeah. I mean, like, for one, the giant ape's intelligence isn't that far off from Jogo's, right?
1 point.
1 point. So I'd say you have the full use of your facilities in that case.
Okay. That is
trying to do a shark or
28.
Something. Yeah, so this thing's 28. Let's see how it fares. Not any good. You've got a hold of it again. Let's see. So that was your bonus action. You've got a hold of it. It goes, and it is trying to.
Oh wait a minute! I have my move action. I'm going to take it and step back into the riverbed with it.
Okay.
And I'm just trying to put it back where it belongs.
You sink deep into the
drowning the elemental, holding it underwater.
Oh my god! Yes.
All right. It is going to attempt to beat you savagely about the head and shoulders, and see if that doesn't cause you to let it go. So 2 big sort of like columns of water smash down on Jogo's furry head. 18, is that going to hit?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And then 24 if that hits, then the other. So for the first attack.
Oh wait a minute, is this AC right? This AC doesn't seem right on the.
It is. You can use your unarmored defense in ape form.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I have a 26 armor class.
Oh, no shit.
No, not 26. It's 16.
Oh.
16. 4 con and 2 dex is 16.
16.
Yeah.
But you do have 157 new hit points.
Yes.
Right. On top of your base. So 14 for the first attack. and 16 for the second. I feel like that Joego and the water elemental could just go mono and mono for a few rounds as they just wail on each other. All right. So it's attempting to attack you, not trying to break your grapple hold on it. It's just trying to like
pound on you
up. Yeah. So it's going to be Robin's turn.
Okay, man, this thing's soaking up a lot of damage, huh?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to join in the fun. That's going to be a hit.
Oh, yeah.
And since he is doing that, I'm going to drop some sneak on him.
Boom.
There you go. And I'm going to hit him one more time with my offhand. Is a 12 hit?
12 misses.
Ugh. Way to rain on my parade, Jim Davis.
You can, like I said, it's difficult to tell how hurt this thing is, and you're not sure how long. Jardon knows that elementals can take a beating, and so it might this whole fight might drag on for a bit. Anything else that Robin does? You use your bonus action to make that second attack. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, fellas, here you go. It's Robin right here. Xenophon goes. He's just kind of like in the background enjoying the show at this point, and does kind of comment to both Jardon and Oliver, like, I think I could probably banish it if we need to get a move on, but well, it does look like Joego's having fun with it.
Yeah.
He's going to be well suited for this. Perhaps we can start looking for the caves while he sorts this out.
Exactly. And so Xenophon, taking that suggestion, starts kind of looking around the rest of the meadow to see what's going on while the fight rages through the muddy stream bed in the background.
For Joe's part, all he does is keep trying to smash it back into the bed.
I've got another arrow knocked, and I kind of, I guess you're right, and I kind of just put it back in.
Okay.
You've got this, Joego, and then I might as well just kind of help these guys look. So I'll go ahead and whip out my wand, and I'll get Gerard up and running.
Okay.
Complete with mask and tube.
Okay. And
mask, tube, and cloak.
Mask, tube, and cloak. So both Xenophon and now Oliver are looking for the way out of here. Jardon, it's your turn.
Yeah, he's enjoying letting the beast within, that his magic is working. I think if we want to follow the rules a little more, then the ring still has the spell. He's just using his 4th level spell slot.
Gotcha.
To cast his own version of it, so he's concentrating on it. And he's going to start, maybe examining the gazebo for, is there space underneath it, and helping them find where's the go as long as he's trading on the spell, and enjoying happy look on Joe's face.
All right. So in terms of like Joego versus the water elemental, Jogo's probably going to disintegrate it or dissolve it before it can wear through your giant 8 hit points. If Robin's in on the action, it'll go even faster.
Yeah, I'm gonna help him out.
Okay. Rather than rolling for the next 3 or 4 rounds while the two of you wail on each other, we'll just say like you guys are wailing on each other. And eventually Joego will be able to smash this thing back into the riverbed and get it back, put it back to bed, as it were.
I have a really important question.
Yep.
When he polymorphed into the giant ape, what happened to his pot?
That's a good question. I thought the equipment resizes or disappears on a polymorph, right?
I was under the impression it melds.
It melds.
Yeah.
But it'd be so cool to have a giant pot on my head.
It would be very sweet if it did.
So after we finally put this thing to bed, and
it takes another couple
there.
of rounds, but we don't have to roll for it. Yeah.
Yeah. So Joego kind of giant ape Joego kind of turns to to Robin. Oh, 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 oh. And then it's like pointing at and gesturing and looks at his arm. And then you see the ape get this perplexed look on his face. And like, if you ever seen a dog try and chase its tail? Well, it kind of like he points up into the air and he's trying to like look and see himself, but he ends up spinning around until he gets dizzy.
No, Joego. And I'll like get his attention because the water's running now again, right? In the river. Uh-huh. And I'll be like, Joego, come here, look. And I'll point to the river and try to get him to look at his own reflection.
Oh, that's good. And then Joego looks at his own reflection and he looks like scared.
Oh yeah.
And then he starts beating on his chest and hitting the ground like an ape would.
like an ape, yes. Joego's stronger.
Jardon's gonna call after this is resolved. He's gonna wave to Joego and kind of gesture to the gazebo for him to rip it out of the ground.
Okay.
Just to make sure that there's
aside his perplexedness and goes over to the gazebo and begins to try and lift it.
Gotta hope it's a mimic now.
Okay. What's the strength on a ape there? Giant ape? It's like 22?
23.
Enough?
Enough? Yeah, you rip it out of its foundation. What do you do with it?
I'm just holding it up, looking underneath.
There's a patch of wet earth. There's like earthworms crawling around in it and things like that.
I'm just looking at Jardon. He asked me to pick it up.
Yeah, if there's nothing underneath it that would help us, I'll gesture to put it back down and ask Joego, you'll tell me when you are done. I think you'll like this form. I am very curious. I hope you do. It is new and hard magics, but you'll have fun. Hmm?
Oh. And he sets the gazebo down.
Okay.
Now it's starting to sink in that Jardon did it, so it's okay. He trusts Jardon.
So during this time, both Xenophon and Robin have been examining just sort of the surroundings, seeing if there's a way to go. So the illusion here is quite skillful. It looks like south of the stream, the meadow proceeds to like gently rolling hills that extend as far as you can see. Both east and west, it looks like there's still sort of this flowery meadow. And of course, the north is this the sort of sparse woodland with the path running through it. It's difficult to tell where exactly the illusion ends on this. So what specific areas is Oliver looking around at? Because Xenophon's over here in the woods, kind of checking it out, right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of check out this northwest side of the map and kind of explore that area a little bit.
You see the path extend. It looks like the woods grow thicker and thicker until the trees become, the canopy like darkens the ground, and you can just see this sort of cobblestone and dirt path snaking its way through the trees until you can't spot it anymore.
Well, and I kind of holler back because I'm really afraid of like falling out of sight with everybody else here. So, the path continues on this way. Any luck over there? I'll kind of holler back to everybody else.
Nobody else has really found much of anything else. I mean, are you guys, anybody try to walk in a particular direction or do something?
Sorry, I was muted. Yeah. Robin is going to take his fake coin pouch, which is basically like a shitload of copper pieces painted gold. And he's going to take a small handful and toss them to the right. Take a small handful and toss them to the left. So east and west, and then take a handful and toss them to the north.
Okay.
Like with enough force that he thinks, I mean, from the roof, we saw kind of how big this courtyard's supposed to be.
This courtyard should be about 10 by 10 feet.
Yeah. And so he's just going to do that just to test that.
Okay.
To see if he hits anything.
Give me a perception check. And anybody else around Robin at the time can give me a perception check as well.
Clever.
Yeah.
Jardon thinks that he can hear the coins tossed to both the east and the west. Think you can hear them hitting something. They look like they just flew as far as Robin can throw them and landed in the grass.
Good. You are right to remember that we are in the courtyard. Can we remember where the doorway was when we looked down into it?
So down in the courtyard, there was sort of like, there was the open courtyard itself and then a porch that kind of extends completely around it. From the vantage point where y'all were at, it was difficult to see what was exactly underneath the porch. But you know that presumably there are doors leading into other parts of the house from the courtyard.
Zane, Uther had told me that you are just about as familiar with this place as he was.
Mm-hmm.
Surely you remember where the cave is. Give us a hot, cold.
The last time I was here, this place was lit up at twilight, and there were a bunch of fairies and whatnot cavorting about. I don't recall any cave. I do know that I think this path might lead somewhere. Other than that, we could try going back across the brook, but it's either that or continue, either cross over the brook or go down the path.
No, surely it must be north. What do you think, Jardon?
He'll look over towards Robin to see what his experimenting is yielding, but I think if we pick a direction and go, that's, let's follow the path, right?
Yeah, there's a path there. So I mean, if logically, if he set this up, that part shouldn't be a trick. It should lead somewhere, right?
That sounds like a reasonable thing to assume.
You're supposed to just walk past the trees and ignore the water elemental.
Well, yeah,
If you know where you're going. Oh yeah, fake
You know where
trees.
you're
Let's
going.
do this.
if you know where you're going, you can always get there.
Yeah,
Sound
so
advice.
Robin
Words
and
of wisdom.
Gerard will follow along.
All right. So everybody's going down the pathway. As you walk down it, the trees begin to kind of close in. The light gets dimmer, just sort of like shafts of sunlight piercing through the canopy, until eventually it appears as though the entire pathway is covered over, and the pathway, the cobblestones just continue on into this dense forest. And so, what's a marching order?
Well, I mean, is
Who's taking point?
Is Joego still a?
Yeah,
Is he a huge ape?
That spell lasts for quite a while, if I recall.
1 hour. Yep.
1 hour, yeah.
I mean, so if Jogo's still a huge ape, let's fucking send him in the front.
All right.
Joego will go first.
He's got bonus HP right now.
Uh-huh.
I would never metagame. I would never do that.
So it's gonna be Joego.
Liar.
It's not metagaming if it's a big fucking ape. That's logical.
Jogo's walking along, and it is. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm gonna be towards the back, but not the very back.
Uh-huh. There we go. I'll show you where you guys are at.
Oh. I don't like the
And,
title of this map.
As Joego is walking along here, you guys are coming in on the southwest platform in this. Joego finds himself 1 minute he's walking down a cobblestone path in a deep forest, and the next minute stretching out as far as he can see in every direction is a field of lava with icebergs of molten rock sort of slowly floating in it. Lava's kind of partially spilling up over onto the floating islands. It doesn't appear as though there's anything else. No sign of the forest, no sign of the path. Just this field of molten rock and lava.
Can we break a stick off from one of the trees? I mean, like, we're still near the trees, or did it totally disappear?
You guys just see Joego disappear into the darkness of the path.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear anything or whatever. When I see this, I'm like, oh, 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 oh.
You can make me perception checks to try to hear him.
Come on. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Finally.
Oh my God.
Oh, yes.
Jeez, good grief.
Wop, 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 wop.
2021.
One. Yeah, Robin and Oliver can hear him faintly, as if from a great distance. You can hear Joego making a bunch of ape noises.
Oh, yeah, then let's step in and follow him. I mean, Robin disappeared, and he was fine. He was just in another section, so let's do that.
I mean, he's making noise, so he didn't die.
Oliver follows.
Yeah,
Robin
and
follows.
Robin's going to follow.
Into certain doom.
Xenophon as well. All right, let's get your tokens over here on the...
Hot lava!
right here where the marker is.
Every time that we adventure, hot lava.
Hot lava!
Y'all have been gaming together way too
Stop.
fucking long.
Solo. Yeah. Who doesn't love Electric Six?
Oh, that hot lava's a chef song, but I'm down with Electric Six too.
I always mix the two up. There was they played in like Montreal recently. I didn't get to go to that. Anyway, you guys find yourself in the field of lava, sitting on and Joego's a bit big for this one. And if you like step towards either of the edges, the whole platform starts to kind of tilt, and like lava starts to splash up on the side there.
Oh crap!
Remind me that if the demon did not kill Athol, that I fucking will. This is completely unnecessary.
Okay, so Joego should probably pick us up. Unless this isn't real. It's probably not real.
I've got an idea. I've got an idea. Do you have a bit of rope, Robin?
You want rope? I got your fucking rope.
Just need a bit of rope.
Reach into my pack and pull out my rope.
I'm gonna take the cloak off and the stuff off, and I'm gonna hand Gerard, my unseen servant, all of the rope, as much as he can carry.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have it coiled up, and then just a little bit dragging.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have him walk or move, float, and drag this rope to see where it burns.
The part that touches the lava burns.
Are you trying to burn my rope?
Totally burnt your rope.
Not all of it.
It catches fire.
Do you have a stick?
Can I slide a hand to try to steal something off of Oliver to throw into the...
Sure.
That is unnecessary, sir.
I won't.
All right.
Totally necessary.
So, I mean, as soon as the rope hits the lava, like, it starts to really burn?
Correct.
No, well,
You can smell it. You can see it.
Yeah, we'll be right there. We'll cut it. We'll snip it. We'll snip
Yeah, have him bring it back. Is it really burning?
You can investigate it. Sure.
Yeah,
It's on fire right now as you're bringing it back. It looks like it's.
I investigate the fire.
Okay.
We will not be having Pompeii jokes. That is too mean. No, I'm kidding.
No, you.
Too soon.
Too soon.
It's a. You touch it. It's warm. Actually, kind of hot, and briefly singes you before you're able to kind of just force your way past the illusion and see that it doesn't look like anything has happened.
And so then I grab the rope that's on fire, and nothing happens, right?
Well, no, not with that investigate check.
Okay. Well, no, I'm doing that to show everyone. Like, I'm gonna grab the part that's on fire and be like, "Yep, see, still an illusion. It's an illusionist. Let's never forget that."
Okay.
And so in that case, like when I look around the lava floor, does it look a little different?
No, it still looks like it's lava. It's like the meadow. You were able to see through the individual illusion of the tree, but the meadow itself was utterly believable.
So Joego's kind of looking and like, can I just hop to here? I mean, My minimum athletics check is a 10.
Yeah, that would do it. I do need Joego to make me a dex save when you try to do that.
Okay, perfect. Let's see. No,
DC is going to be 17 for that.
Ooh, that's going to be tough. But we'll try anyway.
Oh!
A 3, my friend.
Actually,
Sick burn.
Get a roll here. It looks like I need Robin and Oliver to make me the same save. Jardon is out of the
Dex?
Dex.
Oh, a deck save, you say?
That's correct, sir.
Mm.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Wow.
I should get a 20 now. Well,
So when
Are you fucking kidding me?
Joego gets to the edge and like leaps off, and a spray of lava like explodes out of it, and that is real fire damage, ladies and gentlemen. If you failed your save, you take 22. If you passed,
Are you fucking
take
kidding?
half that. I'm not fucking kidding you.
All right, I got you.
so what you're saying, Jim Davis? Since I passed, I don't take any damage.
Correct.
Mm.
And at that, Joego leaps to this other platform, and you can see forms moving in the lava. And let's see. Go.
Ape Joego howls in pain, and he's actually going to just leap to the next one. Oh,
Okay.
like he's kind of run away from the burning.
So he lands over there. There is a red reptilian figure kind of like crawls its way out of the lava, one on either side here.
Oh, that's a
so
19
we
on
are
that
in,
second deck save, though.
We are in initiative here. 19 for that. So that's going to pass, and then Joego only takes whatever that was there.
Okay.
25 damage, halved.
Man, burning through those temporary hit points.
Yeah, no joke, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, we've gone from green to red.
All right, let me see. Here we go.
Are you
All right,
bloody?
so these creatures crawl up out of the lava. We are in initiative order here. Joego has just leapt a second time onto another platform. And let's see. We'll move Joego up a bit if we can. I don't know how I can change your place in the initiative order, but it's going to be Robin. Robin's going to go first.
Again? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that. So Robin is going to move up a little closer here, pulling out his crossbow, and he's gonna fire off a bolt.
All right.
At this one that's just to the north of him.
Yeah, just crawl. It's like dripping lava, and it's wielding like a giant black wrought iron polearm.
Mm-hmm. I still don't believe I don't believe these are real, even though they could be. So,
fire your hand crossbow at it.
Yeah, fire my hand crossbow at it. 25 to hit.
Looks like it hits.
Looks like it hits. Well, this is just going to be a regular attack because I don't have an ally and I don't have advantage. So, 6 damage.
6 damage.
And I'm really just shooting it to gauge this is a testing shot.
Yeah, it looks real. It hits that thing, and you can see your bolt quivering in its reptilian hide, and actually the bolt immediately like catches fire.
Yeah, and
starts to incinerate.
It's a good rendering of fire. I still don't believe it. Frame rate's a little jumpy.
Where am I at here? I'll jump. So it's going to be their turn. Let's see. This one.
We have to podcast it.
Right. This one's going to move closer to the edge. One of them like reaches down into the lava and picks up a great big molten mass of just lava, I guess. Sure. And hurls it at Robin. What is your AC, sir?
Oh shit! You sure it's not a deck save?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Okay. I just want to make. You got a lot on your plate, Jim Davis. 15 is my AC.
15 is AC. Let's see
You're supposed to declare dodge.
Sorry.
Right. Now you got you already shot your hand crossbow. You walked up there fairly boldly and presented yourself as an attack.
I
do
did.
think he's going to miss though. Let's see. Here we go. Yes, that's going to miss. It's going to be 13 to hit. It's going to miss you. So it like splatters and lands on the rock where you're at and spraying the lava everywhere, but not in any way that's going to harm you.
See, it went right through my leg. It didn't even hurt.
All right, here we go. Let's see. Xenophon's turn is next. He's like, screw this. What the hell is going on? And he is going to, let's see what he does. He doesn't actually have any.
Now's a good time for that banish spell that he was talking about earlier.
Yeah, he's going to target this one over here, off down here to the on the bottom edge of the lava field, and he's going to attempt to banish it. Let's see. Here we go. And who's up next? We've got, I think, Oliver is up next.
Oliver is up next. Okay.
Yeah, that's Salamander sticking around.
If that's the case, then I am going to. You know what? There's really not a whole lot I want to do. I'm gonna just fire at it with two arrows, and I'm gonna look back over to Jardon. Watch where they walk. See if there's a fake path. They wouldn't walk through the lava, would they? And I will shoot 2 arrows at the top dude. One Mississippi 14.
I do believe 14 is going to miss.
And a natural 1 again.
Ooh. Oh man, you
I'm
do
gonna
that
back
thing
up.
with
That's
like
the thing I can
where
do
you,
where I
like,
back up.
the bowstring like rubs you raw, you know.
Wow, man.
All right.
These
Oliver,
I haven't gotten over 10. Just
what, discession or
no, I got the 120. That was it.
120. That's right. That perception check, man. You nailed it.
I so heard Joego. I'm so glad I heard Joego screaming. That's about all I've done.
Your 2 arrows fly wide of their mark, and it's going to be Jardon's turn.
Okay. He does examine them closely and wonders if he has read anything about these. What are they?
You've heard about them. Salamanders, denizens of the plane of fire, often used by summoners for a variety of guardian roles or as a muscle, that kind of thing. In their natural inhabitant or in their natural environment, they're quite cruel and malicious. But if they're under the control of a summoner, they can be bound. Let's see. So that's what you know about them.
Would I know that they would not care about walking through the lava?
Oh yeah, these things live and die and breed in lava. Yeah, that's kind of their deal.
I would not trust where they walk. They are denizens of this place.
Well, that's just fucking great.
You'll keep doing. I will keep them at bay. Well, this one anyway. And Jardon's going to run, stick his spear in the ground, kind of pole vaults, do a little flip, and in mid-flip, transform into an Allosaurus and come pouncing down on this guy.
Nice.
Please don't splash me again.
To become a big old Allosaurus.
Okay, and that's a bonus action to do that. And then his actions. Oh, give me the other guy. So if he moves at least 30 feet towards it, he can. It might be knocked prone. I don't have the bonus action for the bite though.
Gotcha.
But so he's gonna run up and just kind of bite into it or attempt.
All right.
That is a 18 to hit.
18 is going to hit.
And 14 damage.
14 damage. All right. So you rear back your giant Allosaurus mouth opening wide to take a hold of it, and biting on it is like biting like a cast iron skillet that's been sitting on the oven all day. You're going to take, let's see, 4 fire damage in retaliation as you bite down on it and scald your mouth.
Ooh,
but
concentration. That sucks. for monkey guy over there. Okay,
Cool.
Still monkey.
Good job, man.
Good for the monkey. It's 14 damage to the salamander. Gotcha. All right. Here we go. And you can have Jardon make me an intelligence save.
Oh, you got it. That is an 18.
Yeah, as you bite down on and feel the pain in your mouth, you kind of look and for a brief moment you can see it sort of flicker in and out of existence. And you're getting up close to it like you are now. You can tell this is a very elaborate illusion.
Okay. He's a dinosaur. He can't say anything.
Right. And so after that, it's going to be Joego's turn.
So what do I see? Does the field just kind of end?
It looks like it stretches on as far as you can tell.
Is there more of these?
There aren't any closer that you could jump to. This is sort of like a cluster. It looks like for at least 100 feet in either direction, there's nothing. And then the closest ones are rather small that you can see.
All right. So I guess Joego will get a running jump and jump back over here to this guy.
Crap.
Okay.
Dodge.
And attempt to assist his companions.
All right.
Let's see. So I guess that's going to be another saving throw. Got this. I do got that. So I'm going to take half damage again. That's a plus.
Oh, nothing happens when you jump the second time.
Oh, okay. Well, then, that's even better. Then Joego is going to go ape on this guy.
You're going to have a little King Kong versus the...
yeah, so that's a 25 to hit.
Yeah, 25 hits.
All right, so slams him for...
Ooh.
17 points of damage, because he's not raging right now.
He's not raging. He's going to take 8 fire in return. The fur on your hands is singed a bit.
Okay. And and then slams him again.
Okay. 15 hits.
Okay, so 15 hits, and I guess I will actually, as a bonus action, try to grab him. It's going to hurt.
Yeah.
But I'm going to do it anyway.
Okay.
Joego,
you can also go ahead and do that, but you can also make me an intelligence save since you're up close with it.
Okay. All right. So that's a 16 to grab it.
Okay. 16 is going to, let me see if it can attempt. It does not ward you off. You take another 10 fire damage as you grab it.
Okay.
But it does not resist your grapple, and you've got it. You're towering over it. As big as
Ooh, a 17 on my intelligence check.
So you grab it, you realize that you're just that what you think is going on is just like all in your head. There's nothing there.
Oh, well, that kills my plan. So there's nothing. So there's nothing going on. I'm not fighting anything. There's
Correct.
not really lava.
The lava is still there. You can still feel the heat of it. You can still see it stretching out. But the salamander itself, you just see as you just realize that you're just pantomiming a fight, shadow boxing basically.
Okay, so Joego will let go and scratching his head, scratch his butt a little bit, walk in circles, like looking around, and like kind of shrugging his hands.
Okay. The rest of you guys see this.
So we see Joego leap over, grab this thing, and then just set it down and walk away from it, basically.
Basically, yeah. You see it, they kind of still seem to be locked in some kind of combat, but Jogo's heart doesn't really seem in it. And he's also making these gestures of like, like he just described. And that makes it, I do believe it makes it Robin's turn, top of the initiative.
Okay, yeah. Seeing that with already his healthy dose of skepticism, I think I'm going to make like Lava Jesus and see if I can't walk over this and save the party.
this is clearly I'm going to be able to see that there's intent.
Uh-huh.
And Jogo's gonna be like, ooh, 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 and start waving his hands and shaking his head. No.
All right. You see that, Robin?
I just look at Joego and be like, "It's okay, Joego. It was always meant to be this way." And I just walk across the lava to that mound in the middle.
Okay. As Robin is as Robin's doing that, there is a puff of yellowish sort of smoke on the platform that Joego had just tripped from, and out of the smoke, you can see this like hulking orange and black bestial creature kind of like step forward and laugh. It's just like, ha ha, pathetic fools, you've fallen right into my trap. And it looks as though the demon Pag has just appeared on the far side of the lava pool.
I'm peeing a little bit.
Okay.
Huh.
Did anything happen to me as I walked across the lava?
Make me an intelligence save.
Confirmed.
Intelligence save. Well, that's an okay one for me.
You know, if I could pick places to engage a demon in that knows the terrain and I don't, an illusionary lava pit is not anywhere on the top of that list.
Robin, it's like one of those things, like, this is probably an illusion, but whatever magic Athol's summoning here, it is enough to overcome your skepticism and disbelief.
I don't believe that.
And you're going to take 14 fire damage as you like skip across the rocks and little, there's like little bitty foot-sized bits of solidified rock floating around in here, so you don't like sink deeply into the lava.
Yeah. Awesome. So
you moved.
Uncanny dodge? No.
And
no,
this thing is on the Earthberg, not far from you. Anything else that Robin does?
Well, I don't really. I'll shoot at him with my crossbow.
Okay.
Because that's all I can really do at this point. After I use a bonus action to run 5 feet and hop back over here.
Where are you at now? Going back?
Yeah, I'll just basically just like run over there and then just kind of like take a shuffle step back and do a backflip over as I'm firing my crossbow.
Okay. So Robin has walked, right?
Yeah.
Walked across the lava. Pag appears in a puff of yellow smoke. Now you've leapt back while firing your crossbow at him.
Yeah, all anime style.
All right.
And that's a hit, yeah?
19 to hit. 19 seems to hit.
Did he flinch? Because I was specifically looking to see if he flinched.
It's Robin's bolt streaks across the lava and hits him, and you can see it like look down and then look at Robin and sort of like casually pluck it out of its hulking mass before throwing it into the lava where it appears to burn. The imaginary salamander over here continues to pretend to fight Joego. Let's see the other one. The other one is beginning to make its way across the lava and is now over here. Xenophon was not able to banish it. The two of them appear to be locked in combat. Xenophon casts some spells at it. They're engaged. I hate it. I hate narrating between two NPCs. It's always really boring. It looks like he's trying to take care of it, but is having some difficulty. Oliver, your go.
I am going to hold my action until Joego goes to see if Joego closes in on Pag.
Okay.
Can I at least make an intelligence check to see if I think he's real or not?
Yeah.
I would very much like to do that. I'm glad that I have no bonus to this. 4.
Man, it's a long way
Motherfucker.
away. The glow of the lava is making things obscure. It's very difficult. I mean, everything in here has a bit of a heat haze to it. So there you go. What about the...
I'm going to hold until Joego goes.
Okay,
That's my
holding
intention.
until he goes. Gotcha. Jardon?
All right. He is going to, realizing this salamander is not real, channeling a little of his primal nature just a bit, and has he seen this demon before, as this demon has been threatening the place that he loves, he's going to go a little red and quickly snap at Joego, run, jump towards the giant ape, have the ape catch him and fling him, and then he's going to pounce claws forward onto this guy.
All right. Sounds great.
Okay.
Spring off of Jogo's giant ape form, landing next to the demon pag. And it's sort of like brandishing these wicked, sharp, red claws at you.
Wicked sharp. Yes.
Wicked.
So he moved. So he's pouncing. So claw attack. 14.
14 is going to miss, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, 14 misses.
Then he, misses and then rolls around and snaps towards him.
Okay. Go ahead and make me an intelligence save. You rake your claws, but his hide and musculature is just super tough. Able to withstand the blows from your claws. And up close, you can see the same thing, similar to the salamanders. This is an elaborate mental illusion.
Okay. That's his turn.
Okay. This illusion goes, and it appears to be sort of like wrestling and fending off Jardon with one hand, and then with another hand, it's sort of casting a spell and attempting to hurl a ball of fire onto this platform with Xenophon, Oliver, and Robin. I need all of them to make me dex saves. Oliver.
I think I'm good.
Anything above a 10 would be really, really nice.
It would be really nice, wouldn't it?
Yep.
A blast of heat catches you. It feels very real, whatever it is.
I hide behind Oliver, so I don't take any damage.
Okay.
He yells "not in the face" and dies behind Oliver.
Right.
A little Vandermouse slips out. Oh, not in the face.
On the face.
Sorry.
Let's see where we're at. So that's what appears to happen with the demon pack. It's Jogo's turn.
Well, Ape Joego is going to go engulf him,
Okay.
and I guess that's an intelligence save.
Yeah, once you actually interact with it physically up close.
Okay. Dang, killing these intelligence saves. Joego got smarter.
He did. He really did. 16
gorilla-
is
He's Gorilla Grodd.
16 is like not quite. There's something off about it, but you've never seen one of these things before, and it's very convincing.
Nice. Well, Joego is going to do what Joego does.
Yeah.
Slamming one of his 8 fists in for a 21.
21 is going to hit.
And that is a 25. Oh, and he raged. I'm sorry, I should have said that. When he sees the demon thing show, he definitely rages.
He's going to rage. Okay.
And, okay, so now I will attempt to do the grapple.
Uh-huh. Ooh.
And that's a 23.
Yep. You got him grappled.
So with my second attack, I'm gathering these creatures are all made of fire and they're immune to fire and stuff like that. But I'm not so sure that it's immune to needing to breathe. So Joego, as he grapples it, is going to shove its head in the lava.
Okay.
Not actually putting his hand in the lava, but
Like
close.
holding on the back of its neck, pushing its face in.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
or grabbing him around by his. He could probably one hand his feet and just kind of like dip him in
Easily. I mean, you're easily like
Huge.
twice this thing's size.
Yeah.
Okay. So Joego, you see this. Everybody can see it. He's got it wrapped up, grabbing him by his ankles, like dunking him into the lava. It looks fucking real.
So here's what I'm doing, Jim Davis. I wanted to wait till he went because I'm trying to find out if this guy if he's real or not. So,
Gotcha.
do I think he's real? Do I need to make another check?
You can make another save, yeah. So in this case,
That fireball sure felt real.
Yeah. So if you interact with it in some way, it's a save. If you're just kind of like trying to observe it, then it's the investigation check.
Oh, I can do it. I can do that. That's at least a +1.
Bam.
Can I get advantage on that, please?
Yeah, you can get advantage on that one.
I'm like looking at it in a room filled of illusions, trying to.
Ha. Well, I mean,
I am calling Doug. All right,
the
so
RNG's just not working for you tonight.
I'm gonna run up. I'm going to grab Robin. I'm gonna look back at Zen and be like, "Good luck with that," and I'm going to de-door us both over here. I'm gonna blow my level 4 spell slot
Get you across the room.
because I think he is real.
Okay.
And yeah, I want to get right up on him.
Okay. You're right up on him.
That's it. I mean, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. So those of you that can see through the illusion, so it's not like, I mean, if you think something's an illusion and you want to try to ignore it or do something different, then you can. There's nothing, I guess nothing really stopping you from it.
No, Oliver, this is his plan the whole time to get us over there.
Get you over there. Robin, it's your turn.
I mean, the dude cast a fireball, and I thought it was real. So I'm gonna move forward, drawing my daggers, and I'm gonna stick him. I'm gonna stick him, but good. So stabbed him.
That is totally a dagger up the ass.
Yeah.
I stick him in the bum.
18. All right.
Hashtag rogue things.
So when I stab him, what happens?
You can make me do the intelligence save to check him out.
what do you know? I rolled a 4.
I rolled a fucking 4.
I heard somewhere that the 4 is the new 20.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
easily. So
Let's get-
your dagger like sinks down into him as you stab between the Jogo's dunks. You appear to have hurt him. And it's just sort of like howling in generic anger and sort of like, put me down, and like clawing at Jogo's wrist, trying to get at him.
Well, I got a bonus attack, so I'm going to use it.
14 misses.
Okay, well.
Skips off of his tough hide that he's got.
Yeah.
So, Jim, I don't know if you heard about the new house rules. The fans voted. And whenever we roll a 4, that's a natural 20.
That's the new 20.
Is that what the new?
It's a new
That's
20.
instead of the 20.
In addition,
I'll take
to,
it. It doesn't
in
matter
addition-
which
in
number it
addition-
is. Oh, in addition to the 20.
420.
No.
I don't know. Let's see. Here we go. The salamanders, those of you that understand that they're mental illusions, can safely ignore them. Those that aren't, Xenophon sort of like in the middle of his fight just stands up and walks away from the one that is fighting. And it's he like bamps himself over here. Whose turn is it now?
I like how he casually walks and I blew a 4th level spell.
Right. It's Oliver's turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna stab it with my rapier because I still
right.
think he's real. Like
That's true.
He's a real dude. Give me 1 second here. Why?
Like this, but this whole time you hear Robin kind of muttering like it's not real.
He's a tree, right?
Sorry. I don't know, you guys. I don't know if you heard. Like, there was. I read this one thing where it's like these people trying these VR headsets, and it's the game is they're trying to do that tightrope between the World Trade Centers,
Mhm.
you know, and like people are like, I know this is a game. I know I'm standing in a conference room, but they can't bring themselves to walk across. It's kind of like that. It's that real.
Yeah.
A 21 for 9 and a 24 for 9. Of course, I'm going to stab the crap out of him.
Go ahead and make me an intelligence save here.
Oh my gosh. A natural 1.
Your anger and your fighting spirit only reinforces this is it. This is the showdown that Oliver has been waiting on. Your enemy has captured you. And he's got you in a trap in the lava room.
I think I'm facing my fear at the moment.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oliver's all in on this one. Jardon.
All right, so I think he made his save. So
yes,
realizing it, he's gonna, and seeing Oliver going kind of nuts, he's gonna shift out of the form and try and he's gonna cast guidance.
Okay.
Guidance, not the help action, but he's gonna spend his turn doing that to get.
I hate to be that. Oh, never mind.
Not real.
I hate to be that guy, but guidance is a concentration spell.
Oh, you're right. So I'll use the help action.
Okay.
Unless you don't want Joego to be a.
No, let's keep him there as long as possible.
Keep him where he is. All right.
It's almost like you're trying to save your level 4 spell.
What are you guys going to do when all this illusion's down and it turns out that Jogo's just been wrecking these rooms you guys have been going through in this mansion?
Yeah.
They're just like
There will be no
all the
mansion
clues are just scattered around.
Oh my
It's
god.
like, you guys didn't know the password? You broke my mom's vase.
So you're granting the help action to help one of these other guys disbelieve and successfully pierce through the mental illusion.
To help Oliver, yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
This is ridiculous.
I just thought about like passersby in the streets.
Oh
now.
yeah.
Just
Right.
walking by, just looking at the manses. There's just gorillas screaming.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, sorry.
Yes, that undoubtedly happens. The demon continuing to wrestle with Joego, as instead, let's see what it does. It is attempting to break free of the grapple. May or may not be a futile effort. Oh, no good. No good at all. Yeah, it's like trying to grab a hold of your big wrist and curl itself up, and is trying to dig its claws into you, but your skin's pretty thick and tough.
Yeah, I can't actually get lower than that.
Right. Yeah, that's what I figured. It's Jogo's turn.
I will just keep submerging him, keep his head under there. I figure he's probably got to breathe.
So you can go ahead and make another intelligence save.
All right.
Seems real, man.
Yeah, I imagine so. I think I have to nat 20 to get that.
Yeah, I imagine so. Let's see. Here we go. You guys are all on this thing. Some of you fighting this mental illusion. Actually, I think Jardon's the only one who recognizes it for what it is, yeah?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. I mean, if you're saying something, whether or not you believe him, entirely up to you, but whether or not you can pierce through the illusion is a matter
We're
of
going to save the Street of Spells right now.
Yeah.
Robin.
Yeah, I mean, Robin is kind of just muttering just like a mantra, like it's not real, and he'll stab it one more time.
Okay. 18 hits.
do a lot of damage, and then oh fuck, it's not real.
No, you guys are convinced.
Yeah, and I'm gonna stab it one more time because it's with the bonus action. Does a 15 hit?
15 misses.
Okay.
Then doesn't pierce through its hide.
Oh my god.
Yeah, 24 on the int save was more than enough. The difficulty to pierce through the illusions is 17.
Might as well be 120.
I have to roll a 19 to get that.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, because of your penalty. So let's see. The fight continues. There doesn't appear to be any let's see. Get rid of this guy. These other mental illusions. Just not going to worry about them right now. Xenophon appears to walk through the lava and stand next to Jardon, and he's going to do the same with like Robin. He's like, it's not real. It's okay. It's not really here. And so that's what he's attempting to do. And then it's Oliver's turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna stab him twice. Hold on one second. Here we go. Yeah, let's do this. That's damage. There's the attack. Oh look. I attempt to stab him continuously, as hard and as fast as I can.
Yeah, his demonic hide resists your rapier. I mean, it could be worse, right? You could be rolling these things against an actual monster instead of an illusion.
Very true. Let's get them all out of the way now. So, do I get a save?
Yes, you get a save here with advantage.
A 15, and I think I get. Let me get the other one here real quick. An 18. Hey! How about that?
Right. So yeah, you see it now. After all this time, you look sort of like your vision kind of clears, and you look up, and there's just nothing there. You just don't see the mental illusion.
Am I still hurt and burned up?
Once you guys have had a chance to take stock, I'll tell you how much damage you've actually taken.
Okay. It's not real. Robin, it's not real. And I will use a bonus action to inspire him.
Okay. Jardon.
Sorry. Yeah, we'll keep. Well, actually, maybe I'll actually break concentration now.
Okay.
To give Joego a little better chance, and then I'll help him too.
Okay. So Joego turns back to his normal half ogre self.
Goodbye, giant ape.
Goodbye, giant ape.
That,
I love the giant ape.
Was a dungeon master beating a group's polymorph spell with an illusion.
Yep.
One way to do it.
So half the party sees through the mental illusion. The other half are convinced of its reality. If Jardon is now giving Joego the help action, basically to pierce through it. In that case, no longer huge. You've still got the demon by the ankle, but not quite not able to whip it around and swing it around as easily as you were before. And it basically is continuing to fight you tooth and claw. It's razor sharp claws digging into your forearms and trying to get a hold of you. 14. Yeah, Joego might be beyond help with this. What happened to your glasses? When you lost them back at the stream? Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody recovered them.
Wait, he didn't get out on his hands and knees and say my glasses?
I might have to come back for them later. My glasses.
You got to Velma that shit, man.
Yeah, he got his glasses.
I can't see. I can't see illusions without my glasses.
Right.
So he's just like pummeling away at this thing.
Yeah.
He's
It's
kind of
still
confused because he changed. He's not like actually even hitting now.
Right. She was just kind of like slap fighting.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Yeah, let me know if you want to do anything different. Otherwise, I just assume you're still just kind of like generally wrestling with this thing.
Joego doesn't know any better.
Right. Robin?
Yeah, I still think this thing's real.
Isn't Joego got to do his save?
Yeah, Joego can do a save.
I did. I failed.
Oh, that's right. You got 14.
Yeah.
Did you do it with advantage? Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
That was the good roll.
All right, Robin.
It's going to take all of us. It's going to take all of us.
It might take more drastic measures than just
holding
trying to
him
convince
down.
them. Yeah.
So I'm going to stab him again the whole time.
You're just like stabbing him completely.
It's
Die, demon, die!
Can't be real.
Yeah. I mean, at this point,
I'm gonna use my inspiration. What is that?
Okay.
A D6?
It's a D8.
D8.
And you have an advantage. You have advantage, I believe.
yeah, you
I
have
do?
advantage. Yeah.
Oh. Well, shit.
You may not need it. Let's see.
There you go. Yeah, you don't need it. 17, do it.
It's not real.
You sink your dagger and it's just not there anymore. You're just shadow boxing, stabbing the air.
Okay.
See just Joego just flailing about with nothing else around.
So
rolling around the ground by himself.
Uh-huh.
I will take solace in the fact that my sanity was reinforced. Finally.
Okay. So we kind of like now that the majority of the party is pierced through the illusion of it, Joego and the bag, I assume, will continue to fight until Joego snaps out of it. You might need to take more drastic measures to get him to see it. If need be. So I mean, we're just kind of like not really in initiative order anymore.
Back around to him. I can give him an inspiration as well.
And I'll give him the help action.
And I will scurry back over to where his glasses may have fallen out, and we'll look for those to grab them and come and put them back on his face.
You're not sure how to get back to the meadow where they initially fell off.
Oh, that's a net.
Hey.
So just for the record, neither one of you guys used my inspiration, so you have that for 10 minutes.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right. There you are. Everybody's sweating. It's still really hot.
Hey, guys! It's not real.
Yes, I know.
Oh my
Joego.
God, Joego, you're right.
Absolutely right. Find yourself floating on an earthberg in the middle of a lava field.
This lava field isn't real.
Arrow, stab, nearby lava.
Uh-huh.
Pull it out.
It appears to catch fire. Do you like grab a hold of it?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a hold of it.
Yeah, grabbing a hold of it reveals that it's fine.
Yeah, if we're getting ourselves back together, he will still try and prioritize this. And if casting a locate object would give him an idea of, you know what, I sense its aura. I know the way to go for that.
You can sense the general direction of where the glasses are. They don't. I do believe locate object gives you a sense of their direction as well. Yes.
The direction of the object within 1,000 feet.
Gotcha. Yeah. It's roughly the same way that you came. Physically, you think you could find out where it was. It's just being able to see through the elaborate alterations of the terrain to find out exactly where it is. But you know that it's still the glasses are still in the house, probably still in the courtyard. Anybody else do anything? Walking around, examining anything?
Joego's patting himself, looking for his glasses. Where'd Joego's glasses go?
As you're kind of taking stock, you realize that like all the fire, the scorches and everything, the initial 2 bursts of flame from both the times that Joego left out, that was real. Those of you that got hit with those, you are singed for real. Other than that, any damage suffered from the fireball that Pag threw, or the 2 salamanders, you find no evidence of that having hurt you at all.
So I would just take the 22 damage from Joego jumping, and everything else beyond that. Okay, yeah. I got you.
So what I got hit with, that was not right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, awesome.
The damage from walking across the floor, nothing like that. And so you find yourself on this small earthberg here.
Okay, so I noticed that damage is gone.
Correct. Yeah.
Guys, it's not real. We just need to get it. Just once we get that through our heads, we can probably find the way out.
All right.
I'm gonna try it again.
Okay. Where are you stepping off?
I'm just gonna step off right here to the south.
Just walk right into the lava.
Just walk right into the lava, just like you know. Hey,
Before you even get to the lava, Robin disappears. Like you're about to step off the edge.
Yeah.
And you just like step through something.
Oh, Joego's seen this before.
Same thing with Joego.
I cut back over to Zen. You seriously don't remember any of this before?
I don't remember any lava room or anything like that. I mean, these are his defenses. Every time I've been here has been as a party guest.
After you.
That is true.
I mean, there was a pleasant grotto, cool, refreshing spring. I don't know anything. I don't see anything like that.
You were probably drinking elemental. Oh wait, I'm not there. Sorry.
Anybody else following?
Oh yeah, we'll all follow. I mean, I will.
I figured. Robin exits the field of lava, teleporting into a what appears to be a tightly cramped corridor of a cave or a tunnel or some kind.
Ooh.
You have dark vision?
I do not have dark vision.
Okay.
I have Skulker.
It is dark. It is too dark for Skulker.
Okay.
In fact, if you don't have dark vision or something like that, then you are probably, you can feel the stone underneath you. You can feel stone walls around you, but it's otherwise completely dark. Okay.
Well, I will just take a moment to listen.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just
Joe's
gonna
about to stumble into you as he steps through and enters into the tunnels as well.
And he does have dark vision.
Okay, so Joego can see it. Guys, let me show you where you come in at. Kind of come in at around this area right here where the marker is. I don't know if you can see the tunnels there. Yep.
Cool. Okay. Well, I'm just kind of sitting there listening until I hear someone around me, because I'm hoping they'll just follow.
Yeah, you hear Joego stumble into the tunnel.
It's okay, Robin. Joego here.
So you can see, yes? It's just normal darkness?
Just one moment, and I reach into my bag and I pull out the tube with the rock with light on it. And basically pull out my light to look around.
Okay. So those of you who are in this, you can see down the first fork of this tunnel here. Other than that, can't really see much else beyond these right here. So Oliver is in the tunnel. I'm assuming Jardon, Xenophon will step through as well. And so all of you are there.
Yeah, and I'll load back up Gerard.
Okay.
His gaze is still drawn towards where the glasses may have been, but he's going to stick with these guys for now.
Okay. You know that you're still within, well within the range of the spell for that. Although it does seem like you are below where they are.
Is it real?
Look real to Joego. He's in the cave. Joego never been in a cave before.
Well, they did say we're looking for a cave, right?
It's kind of like the sewers. It only smells better.
Yeah, you can hear the drip of water coming from somewhere down one of these tunnels.
Yeah. Joego, caves are basically just sewers that nobody's pooped in yet.
Good call.
Joego can fix that.
Let's wait till the end of the adventure.
Please don't, Joego. Not needed.
All right.
So we got a fork here, guys. Do we want to go right or left?
I think we should let Joego and Jardon decide. They are better suited for the caves. Better suited to lead.
They're sort of cramped and damp. After the heat of the lava field, they're downright cold in here, but you can see condensation forming along the walls. Up ahead, down this first path that you're in, you can see that there's sort of mushrooms and whatnot growing down somewhere.
I'm going to shift into a lizard form, which has dark vision, because lizard folk don't normally. and skitter up onto Joego's shoulders.
Okay.
Well, first, before he does that, he's going to look to anyone who may need tending to. Any of those wounds stick around?
There are some people who are scorched. They've got burn marks on them, and their clothes are singed.
Okay. I think that's what, you're down 22, right, Cody?
I have only taken 22 damage.
Okay. Well, let's he'll pull out some mushrooms and give them to you.
Okay.
And okay, so that's subtract
19.
6. So that's 19. Yeah.
Okay.
Doing a 3rd level spell, then he'll do that and nudge Joego towards forward.
Nudge him forward. All right. So you guys are going down this path right here.
Yep, walk straight ahead.
Going over here, you can see that there is some sort of pool of water that runs along the edge of the tunnel wall.
Joego kind of crouches down and looks at it suspiciously.
It's all murky and dirty, and you can tell got mineral deposits in it, things like that.
I think it's okay, guys. It's dirty.
With the light spell, where Oliver is, you can kind of see a bit further down this tunnel.
I believe we're looking for glyphs.
Also, wait, did they ever confirm that the caves were the basement? Or did they just say we were looking for some caves?
Caves, and then the basement, and then glyphs.
Okay.
And then we're going to kill the demon, and then we're going to run away.
Okay.
But we also need to talk about how the demon's illusion knew who we were.
Well, I mean, remember that Athol had the demon for a while, so maybe he went ahead and incorporated it into. I mean, he helped summon it also, so he would know what the demon looked like. So maybe he just wanted to incorporate it just because. I mean, he had familiarity with it.
Got a demon fetish now.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's what led to his demise.
Well,
don't ever sex up a demon.
Never.
When you mess with the demon,
Sorry.
you're gonna get the horns.
There's plenty of other monsters to have sex with in Dungeons and Dragons. You don't need to summon a demon to do that kind of thing.
Somebody clip this.
Joego continues down the hallway.
Next web DM video, I think, is an in-depth discussion on the best and worst.
The best and worst
Monsters of sex.
D&D monster to have sex with.
I'd do it. That's fine.
Yeah.
That sounds like a great video.
It'll be your worst sub-month ever.
As It's true.
I'm going to kind of rally around this idea. Okay?
I think that's a perfect topic for both a video with great images. We can find a lot of stuff online that we'll feature with, and then of course a supplementary podcast as well.
And it's really family-friendly content at its core. It's share with your church.
So
the podcast can cover which system we'll use, whether we go a book of erotic fantasy or
All right, we're losing track here. Let's back it up a bit.
Losing a lot more than track.
Bring you guys back to right here. As you guys get to this intersection where you're at, you can see there is a haze or a shimmer in the air as 4 rather large spiders materialize out of the air around you. They have sort of a scintillating, multicolored, sort of kaleidoscopic hue to their chitinous shell as they kind of literally seem to step out of nothing. And they're big, right? They're like the size of Clydesdale ponies. They seem to have surrounded you as you're walking through these tunnels. And I'm afraid that it's about that time. We're going to have to see what happens as the party it continues to explore the illusionist's manse of Athol, hoping to find the glyphs that will disable some of these illusions that have vexed them so for the duration of it.
So if this is an illusory cliffhanger, would we just fall off? How does this work?
I don't know. We're gonna have to figure it out, huh?
Oh shit!
Well, Joego will rage to not be surprised.
We would play for another hour. That would be the illusionary.
Right, that would be the illusionary one, right?
All right, guys, I'm going to take us out of here. If you are watching us, you're joining us right now, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We had a blast. So much fun stuff going on in the comment section. You guys had us cracking up all night. We really appreciate you guys hanging with us. We want to, of course, give a big thank you to all of our sponsors that make this show possible. So a big thank you to ThinkGeek, who is our premier sponsor. They're our presenter here. You guys can find links in both of the Twitch panels and in the YouTube videos if you guys are watching this later on YouTube to ThinkGeek. And that is an affiliate link. So if you want to support the show and you buy something from ThinkGeek through that link, that actually goes to us and supports the show and helps all of our individual brands grow. And we highly appreciate that. Of course, our virtual tabletop for this evening is Fantasy Grounds. We have an active Fantasy Grounds giveaway going on. 3 ultimate license plural, will be given away along with the 5e Player's Handbook. And once you guys have this ultimate license, anybody can join your game for forever, okay? They just need to download the free version of Fantasy Grounds. They can join your game. It is not a problem at all. So be sure to enter that. And then, of course, all the maps you guys see on the show are made in Dungeon Painter Studio by PowerMancers.com. So big shout out to them. Great, great software. And once again, thank you guys for hanging out with us this evening. We really appreciate it. So do you guys have anything you want to say to the people hanging out with us here or later on YouTube?
I don't have anything to say. Thank you for joining us, and we hope you enjoyed it. That's about all I got to say.
Yeah, as always, it's a blast gaming with you guys and having you guys hang out in the chat. You guys are hilarious. The glyph hanger.
Yeah. Cliffhanger.
Hey.
All right, you crazy kids. We're out of here. We'll catch you guys next Wednesday.
All right.